Creekmore. I'm entitled the Commissioner of Cotton States, although everybody knows that Frank pretty much runs it. I am a landscape architect by trade. Started a company 30 years ago in landscape architecture and landscape contracting. We've since morphed into a construction company, so we have both. And then I am a state legislator as of 3 years ago. So I represent District 14 and love serving our state and our people.
I'm Frank Dodds, and Sam is too kind, but I am the Director of Baseball Operations at the Cotton States Baseball League, and it's been a pleasure. Professionally, I am a human resources professional, primarily in mental health, and excited about the future of Cotton States as well as the future of this area, North Mississippi, and particularly New Albany. And that's been one of the biggest pleasures for us being involved here in New Albany is the cooperation, the location, and the success we've had with Cotton States Baseball League. Our version of the Cotton States Baseball League begins in 2009, Sam and a partner at that time, and then the city committed to it, and without the city of New Albany, we certainly wouldn't be where we are, and some improvements to bring the field here at B&A Bank Park to collegiate level and start to recruit it. As Sam will say, build it and they will come, and that has played out pretty much as you would expect. And since 2009, we've scheduled over 800 college games, and then we've added the high school and junior high league, which have had thousands of games scheduled here. This will be our 14th season, and as always, we're just looking forward to getting to know the guys. Baseball to us is a life lesson, in that the devotion, the dedication, the teamwork, the communication, if you can apply those to other areas of your life, school, work, your family, church, then you're going to be successful. So baseball is just kind of a medium that we enjoy being a part of these young men's journey. It's been a pleasure. It's been, I think it's bigger than we thought it might have gotten, and maybe more popular than we thought, but it's been a pleasure.
When we started Cotton States, we sold it as a single-site league, and we're like, where are there other single-site leagues? Well, Hawaii is a single-site league, so we're like Hawaii. So that was kind of it was funny, but it was kind of a selling point for when we went to the city to ask them for capital improvements and that kind of thing. But when you look at just baseball, not only just in this area, but in the state of Mississippi, so rich in talent and tradition. And as we got into this, I've learned how baseball people are passionate, and they were so willing to help. These coaches would do it without, we pay them, but they would do it without being paid. It's such a pleasure for them. But all the people in general that we've come in contact with, and when you say, what is Cotton States to me it's family. And I say that, one, because my family has all participated either through playing or working here or helping fold uniforms. But two, you're with these people that work at Cotton States for weekends at a time, 10, 11, 12 hours a day, and they become family. And the players that come here from out of state, some come live with us, and we find host homes, and that becomes family. We go to their weddings as they graduate and move on with life. We celebrate as they have children, because we've been doing this for 14 years, and we've had several people come through, but they've left a part of themselves with us, and they took a little bit of us with them. So it's been a really good, rewarding experience.
Yeah. You're probably gonna have a dealer's kit that not even on the list. He doesn't even have an application. I've got his jersey upstairs. Okay. Unless we give him one that someone's not coming. I'll get with Coach King about that. Thank you. I think the inspiration for the Cotton States Baseball League is, Sam referenced it, is the amount of talent and the amount of passion for the game of baseball. And we've just seen that explode. Even before we started the Cotton States League, you could really test the temperature of how big baseball was and how important it was to families and to individuals. But even since we've started in 2009, it's exploded around us even at other levels. And that's the Little League level all the way through college. Such good college baseball played in this area. and not everyone can go off to the prestigious Cape Cod leagues. A lot of these college players need to work, go to summer school, get their grades right, and college is very expensive. And so they love to come here and get their reps and get better and see good competition and get good coaching at a great place to play that's centrally located. And it's win-win all the way around, and they honor us by letting us be a small part of their journey.
Yeah, I mentioned I'm an landscape architect by trade, so one, being able to design the capital improvements as part of this field and then see that happening. The same thing with a league. With Frank's help, we organize the league, we create a website, and then all of a sudden it's so rewarding to see people signing in, and then all of a sudden we design the uniforms and they show up and wear it. That is a lot of fun and very rewarding. But two, being sports fans and growing up loving sports, baseball, football, this league has given us the opportunity to go to see John Cohen, who was the coach at Mississippi State when we started this league, have lunch with him. Coach Cohen, anything we can do for you, any players are in summer school, you want to send them here, come on, we'll take care of them. Mike Bianco, same thing. And they have both supported this league. And we've reached out to all our D1s, and but it's the junior colleges, it's all colleges, and for them to come here and collaborate and play together. But for me personally, and to be able to have that avenue to go speak to some of these coaches and let them come here, that's so rewarding and just a lot of fun.
And we really celebrate when we look up and see them having success at the college level, the professional level. We celebrate that, but we also celebrate when we see them having success in the coaching profession, having played here. We stay close to these players. As Sam mentioned, sometimes we get invited to their weddings, and we get to experience the crosswalk and the different cultures. We've had players from Puerto Rico, we've had players from the Bahamas, we've had players from Montana, from North Dakota, from California, and so we enjoy getting to know those young men.
On top of that, and I mentioned to you earlier, there are players that come here and some need boarding, and we find host home for them, and some have lived with us. In the very first year, Jet Butler, who was a senior at Mississippi State, Coach Cohen said, we want to try him at catcher. You put him in this league and you play him at catcher. Yes, sir. And I said, Jet, you have no place to stay. You come live with us. Well, he became part of our family, and the very first phone call, my son was in Atlanta at the aquarium, and I called him and said, Jet Butler's coming to the house today, and he goes, please show him my room. I want him to stay with my room. So, and since then, that's, there's been a great relationship, and it's all these fun stories, and Jet's just one of many that we've had that really become family, and that is rewarding for the whole family and the community.
Yeah. It's funny that Sam tells that story. Here's something he doesn't know. I talked to Jet's uncle Tuesday night, and Jet will be in the area. He's moved back to Pensacola, which is where he's originally from, but he will be in the area. He's a scout, and he will be in the area scouting somebody coming up next week or so. And I told his uncle, I said, please tell him we said hi, and that we expect him to give us a phone call when he's in the area. So, but like Sam said, that's one of many. We get phone calls from Illinois. We get phone calls from all across the country as they check in with us.
It's a new day at MaxxSouth. We are excited to share some great news. In our continued effort to support Mississippi businesses, MaxxSouth is now offering local advertising support. Through high-quality programming, we combine traditional television and premium digital advertising, allowing your multimedia campaign to reach your targeted audience at any time on any device. Call MaxxSouth Media Sales today at 662-701-8628.
Don Brooks again, joined by Gary Darby. And Gary, pretty good pitcher. We know a little bit about this guy. Left-hander Carter Phillips out of Northeast Community.
Our model is, again, we talked about a single site where we've in this complex we've got 4 high school size, and 2 of them are really college length fields that we can play on. So we have everybody come to one spot, and that worked well with the college, and the college has grown, and we were like, well, why don't we try high school? high schoolers play through June with their high school team. They have July off, and they also have fall weekends off. So we applied that model to the high school, and it took off. And the parents and families really appreciate all being at one site. And the games are on time. They end at a fairly early time. And so there's a lot of consistency to it that I think that started with the college that we've applied to the high school and now into junior high. And the other great dynamic on this is these college kids who are playing here, when they finish playing, they have the opportunity to coach high schoolers in junior highs, and that has taken off because these high school and junior high kids that come here to watch the college before their game, they see some of their heroes or their idols on the field, and then that person gets to come over and coach them. I mean, and it's a lot of fun, and not only that, the coaches, the college kids love coaching them. It's just a neat synergistic dynamic that surrounds Cotton States when all three leagues are together.
The Cotton States Baseball League name comes from a former minor league system that operated through this area in the turn of the century, and it's been in existence 2 or 3 times. I think the 2 world wars probably had their tolls on it, but it was a D-level minor league system through Greenville down to Biloxi and over to El Dorado, Arkansas, and it involved semi-pro. There's stories out there that Boo Ferris played in it as an 18-year-old. Willie Mays may have played in it. As a 16-year-old, there was a lot of history, and it was a big deal through the Southeast, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama teams, and it was a minor league system that just had failed to make it through the growth in the baseball world, and so we kind of adopted that name in honor of their heritage.
Yeah, my father-in-law, when he came up here the first year, Frank had him on the radio, but he remembered the Cotton States League in the Delta. He grew up in the Indianola, Greenwood area, and so he remembered the teams, and even knew the team name. And if you go back and you can, there's a lot of history in Cotton States, but it has been stopped by World War I and II, the Depression, and we actually have the longest consecutive tenure of Cotton States in the history of Cotton States at 14 years. This will be our 15th year. There was a Southern Division in Jackson, or just Cotton States in Jackson at one point. They had no issue. They had not franchised or trademarked anything. They were just borrowing that name. And so when we started ours, we made ours Cotton States North. Their league is gone now. We just call it Cotton State. We never even picked up the North. Last year, Biloxi, the mayor of Biloxi was very interested in Cotton States, and we went down there, we set up our website. We just ran out of time, and with COVID and all that kind of thing, it did not work out. But we still got the places in part if we wanted to go south with Cotton States on the coast. We call that the Coastal League.
We'd also like to welcome MaxxSouth Sports to the Cotton States tonight. Be sure and follow them on Twitter. Find out the date of the replay of tonight's game. You can also email them at mss@maxxsouth.com to order your own personal DVD. Once again, that's MaxxSouth Sports. At this time, we'll ask our 4 teams to join us in front of their respective dugouts, and we invite our fans, our friends, and our families to please rise, remove all headgear, as we honor the men and women of our armed forces and our country with the playing of the national anthem.
The concept of having 4 fields right here co-located is not something any other community can replicate. We really think the players enjoy having a game going on right next to them, and the energy that's and every time we lean into the microphone to announce now batting from Mississippi State, Braylon Skinner, every head that are watching the junior high and high school games are going to turn around and watch one of their guys from Mississippi State taking at bats, and so we've had games travel around, we've had games go to different parks. It didn't have the same feel. We like the music. We like the you'll be playing a music during the half inning on the college field, and the kids that are playing baseball on the junior high field are dancing to it. So it's just there's a unique feel to having four fields together and in operation and in sync. Their games start at the same time, the announcements, the national anthem before the first game of the day, and there's just that uniqueness to being in a place where you have those four fields so close together that you can feed off of each other.
Yeah, we've prided ourselves on putting together a quality product, and I'll go back to the uniforms. We have an away and a home uniform, and they're not T-shirts, they're actual baseball uniforms with custom logos and embroidered hats. So it's top drawer what they get. So when I see the future of Cotton States, I only see that getting better. Each year we try to add, even for this fan experience, we've added flags last year. This year we're adding placards to announce different things. So the future will just continuing to improve and make better the fan experience here in New Albany. A takeaway for a successful season for me is when a player and a family says, I want to come back. I want to be back next year. I want to be on that same team. I want that same coach. That is rewarding. And we have had those who've gone from junior high to high school to even college and have been with us for that period of their life. And that's always rewarding. And that means I think we're doing a good job.
I love when the guys get it. And it's about getting better. It's about everybody's got a chance to win it at the end, but it's also a chance to use your skills, if you will, to help other people get better and freshmen get better. And as Sam mentioned, we've had players exclusive to the Cotton States that never played any other sort of baseball, and they're at the highest level of Division I, playing college baseball today.
It's a new day at MaxxSouth. We are excited to share some great news. In our continued effort to support Mississippi businesses, MaxxSouth is now offering local advertising support. Through high-quality programming, we combine traditional television and premium digital advertising, allowing your multimedia campaign to reach your targeted audience at any time on any device. Call MaxxSouth Media Sales today at 662-701-8628.
Our collegiate coaches, can't brag on them enough. Buddy Hall, involved with the NIMCAB, the Northeast Mississippi Coaches Association for Better Baseball. He knows the high school baseball scene through North Mississippi. You got Andy Dillard, fabulous player, Delta State. His brother is still connected to the Milwaukee Brewers. And you got Greg Bates, who is associated with travel baseball as his children were growing up. And you got Jeffrey Cook, who a longtime high school baseball coach in the area. You got Jeff King, that also a longtime high school baseball coach. These coaches, particularly in our collegiate league, they get it. The last one I'll mention, Brandon Montgomery, a young man who played so much Cotton State's baseball league, we finally had to give him a plaque. And he played every opportunity he could in high school. He got extra games with other teams when they needed a fill-in player. He made himself a good high school baseball player. Went on and played at Blue Mountain College and played all 4 years at Blue Mountain College and is now coaching in the high school ranks. And he again, just loves baseball, knows the amount of work and determination it takes to be successful at it. He did it himself, and he wants to pay that forward. And I think that's what Sam and I are most agree on without having to say it. We enjoy paying it forward to the people of New Albany, to the people around the area of New Albany, as well as the players, and just have an opportunity. What'd you say, a cotton picking good time?
Cotton picking good time.
Come and have a good time, but get better. And apply yourself in a safe environment, a fun environment, an economic environment that we think you'll look back on as being one of your highlights of your baseball playing career.